Well, this year is going to be an interesting year because of departures in the last 2 years of some really key seniors and key players, and we had some unexpected transfers at the end of last year. So I think the biggest goal for this team is to learn and develop an identity and learn as much as we can and get better every day. And hopefully by the time conference rolls around, we'll be a team that can compete with the other teams in our conference and again get back to the conference tournament where anything can happen. Certainly the biggest thing for us is going to be replacing Allie Bromson, who is a 4-time all-conference keeper and all-region keeper. And you don't replace a kid like that in 1 year with a freshman. And we have a freshman in who's worked very hard, but she's not going to be Allie, and we don't expect her to be. But at the same time, we've got to replace Allie. We've got to have a new player in goal. We lose a 100-point goal scorer or point scorer in Holly Nonis, and we've got to have somebody step up and put the ball in the back of the net a little bit more. And we think Brittany Smith can kind of come into her own this year and get some things done up front. And then I look towards players like Morgan Revelall and a newcomer Adriana Ruano to be able to step up and help in the attack as well. Well, the seniors this year is an interesting group because there's 3 of them who have all been big contributors and over the course of their career, and it's their time to kind of step up, take on a leadership role, their time to set the tone and kind of create an identity for our team. And I think that's what we lacked last year. And so, we've talked about that a lot in preseason. We've talked about them stepping into leadership roles, as well as others. But these seniors have been through some really good times here and some difficult times here. Their freshman year, or their sophomore year actually, they were a part of the best team in the program's history, and now we need them to step up and kind of create an identity and help build an identity for this team in order for us to get back to what we expect in this program and what we've come to expect from this program. As far as the newcomers are concerned, we've had every one of them in preseason has been good in their own way and in their own style. We've had one player in particular, Erica Deachin, step up a lot. She's a quality player that's going to step in and fill a big role for us, probably either in the midfield or up front. And then we've had a couple other freshmen who are going to step in and get the job done. Certainly, when you lose what we've lost over the last 2 years, the freshmen, it's key that they come in and are able to play big roles right away. And while we don't have necessarily the quality or the quantity of numbers that we want, we do have a couple players and a couple of newcomers that I think can step in and make a difference for us right away. This is, like I said earlier, this is an interesting year for us, and for me as a coach, I got to do a lot of coaching this year, and I got to teach a lot, and I got to get these players to understand what we're really trying to do and buy into the system and almost change the system completely from what we've been doing in the past. We've had a lot of players in the last couple of years that we've been able to go out and just put the ball out there and show them a few things and possess the ball and defend well and get forward, get numbers in the attack. Whereas this year, I think we're not going to have as many of those dynamic type players that we've had in the past. So we're going to have to rely on a really team-oriented style. We're going to have to rely on a very organized defensive style and hope that we can be as organized as we can defensively, which will lead to us being better in the attack.